When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Try to get it to the edge. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Williams. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
To the air, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize
Obviously, it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackle.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He's got it on the run, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Seminoles. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Russell. Here's a heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This drive from their own 42-yard line. The give to the back.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Seminoles have a lot of options on second and inches. They'll ride Davis here. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Noles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Right down the gut of the field. The tag. Touchdown, Noles. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible as he'll make it happen.
Here he comes with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Things started on this drive from the 24. Looking for a man, it's Russell. Fires to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback going straight.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Lost to fire on second down. Firing to the right, complete.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Russell. He's got it on the move. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. He's going for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Arkansas is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Hogs have gotten up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On the option. Oh, he's got some space. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
And the Noles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Give to the running back. Got room to work. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll give it to him again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Smith dropping to pass. They're working that left side. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Let's go. Ready. Powers through the defender. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Easy. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on 4th down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it was a great call.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, or you don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay the lumber.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Smith wants to throw. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it on the outside. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
His defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Into the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect, and then he does that. Drops the ball right in his hands.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try the outside to the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Smith dropping to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water with this offense so backed up. They're able to get to him for a sack, and I give the quarterback credit because I thought he was about to take a safety. Somehow he was able to stay out of the end zone.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the tight end. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going right to work up top. Lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down and more. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Alabama pushing the tempo.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown tie. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Let's go! Smith wants to throw. Fires to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The Noles are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Gives him the big stiff arm. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Touchdown, Alabama! And the comeback is on.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
The snap sets up the throw. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. In this drive from the 28-yard line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Got it. Jackrabbit.
They'll leave it with him. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15.
29 Philly.
Smith dropping to pass. Steps away. Going right and going deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Showing the arm strength to the left. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Noles will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This drive comes from their own 44. Reads it, fires complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
What a great play by that quarterback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown and those quick passes like that, nice job by the quarterback.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Coleman. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. Nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He wants to throw it again. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. From the 22. Making side adjustments here. Toss sweep right. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Smith wants to throw. Looking to scramble. Finding open areas. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
Makes it past the marker. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44 and big time pickup on that one.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him. So he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
The Seminoles are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Still looking on the move. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Robinson. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll try the run. Runs through the tackle. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Alabama quickly back to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got him along the sidelines. Beautiful footwork for the 1st down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Looking down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Crimson Tide now has it on second down as we open the final period. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there in that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Pressure coming. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolutely perfect. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Stewart. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Still on his feet. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
The give out of the gun. Picks up the first down. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Arkansas is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was calling the Hogs in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 14 to Georgia. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Russell. Snagged out of the air. Gets away from one. Finds some space. There he goes. He's at the touchdown. Oh, the Hogs.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Toss to the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, I think this running back has proven this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? And a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go. Double right. Flex.
Back to throw, it's Dyer. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on! He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. Oh, what a move to get open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it. It's Webster. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The Noles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Smith dropping to pass. Under fire. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Grabbed behind the line, it's Gibson. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Now improvising. Fires into the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And they're going to go for 2 and try to decide it right now. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. Buys a little time with his feet. The pass is incomplete, and the big gamble, the try to win it right here moment goes awry. They're still down by 1. First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play. Few anxious moments there, but name as they make the grab and get the ball. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment, and it continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.